for you, what's the dynamic within the context of that country, that sort of traditional 5-piece country band, or where you've got yourself, a rhythm section, steel, maybe another guitar. What's the pocket that you feel like country guitar in that context best sits? Like, what do you perceive
for myself,
for yourself?
personally?
What do you perceive your role as when you're in that sort of traditional framework of a country band?
Do you mean like stylistically, like a certain era, or like a type
or
of
like
sound,
like what do you think when you're up there and you're having to make room, because guitar can take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
When you're up there and you've got a steel player and you've got a rhythm section and you've got a singer, maybe they're playing acoustic guitar, maybe you have a harmonica player. Like, what is that balance that you're trying to strike to kind of find your little spot of real estate in the band?
Yeah, I mean, guitar is just like, it can be such a flashy instrument,
Yeah.
There's always like the type of guitar player that's just like, shredding, playing all the notes, trying to impress, and it is impressive. There's a lot of guitar players, and I wish I could maybe be more like that. Like, there's some guitarists where I'm like, I don't even know what you're doing. Like that's that's a lot of notes you fit in a very small amount of time. But for me, I guess, like recently I've been really trying to be intentional, and maybe instead of trying to impress people, try to like move them, if that's, what I mean? Like, saying more with less,
Totally.
just in intentionality. And I think a lot of that requires a lot of like listening, you know what I mean? Rather than making as much noise and filling as much space as possible, it's more tasteful to approach things from maybe a more intentional way. So I guess that's kind of what I'm trying to, that's what, at least what I'm thinking when I'm up there.
It's hard. I find that is the sweet spot in music, is, at least for myself, all of my favorite musicians, there is this sort of very basic idea of less is more. And don't get me wrong, flashy playing in any style of music can be fantastic if that's what you're looking for.
Fun,
but oftentimes when your goal is to serve the song, having that mindset of how do I best support this song is usually the way to go. And I feel like with country music especially, so much of country music is about the song. It's about the melody. It's about the lyric. It's about sort of framing that, other styles of music, that person on the mic may not be as important in the mix. You know what I mean? Like, what they're bringing to the ingredient they're bringing to the concoction may not be as important. But with country music, that is the thing,
Right.
And it's hard because guitar is, it's such a great supportive instrument, but within country music, I think it can be especially hard just because of the real estate. There can be so much going on. It's kind of like bluegrass. Like, I love bluegrass music, and I feel the biggest component of bluegrass is real estate. It's not just having the chops to be able to do the thing, which is obviously, I mean, people who can play,
pulling them out when it calls for it. I think that's like another element of being tasteful, right?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
You can't have the pedal down the whole song. You know what I mean?
It's hard to find that line on when you should kind of pull it out and when you should like play more reserved, though. I always find that's one of the most difficult things about playing in a band, is finding that line between, playing out when you need to, but then not overplaying.
Totally.
It's hard to find where that is.
Did that person in that clip seem cool enough for you to listen to their music? If so, go to our main channel, subscribe there, and you can watch performances from all of our guests.